Before her death in 2011, Jean Hartley, who with her husband George published The Less Deceived, Philip Larkin's first mature volume of poetry, was part of a group of residents in Hull's Victoria Avenue who set out to reinstate a Victorian fountain that used to sit decoratively in the middle of a roundabout at one of the intersections in this famous quarter of the city until the early 1920s. Jean proposed that the new fountain should commemorate Philip Larkin and carry lines from his poem Water. After her death, her fellow activists in the Victoria Avenue's fountain group worked tirelessly to raise the necessary funds, and on Saturday the 8th of July 2023, a faithfully restored version of the fountain was finally switched on in a ceremony held in front of a large and enthusiastic crowd, braving the rain that fell in almost biblical proportions, as if to achieve Larkin's poetic promise of a furious, devout drench.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends, neighbours, everyone, thank you so much for coming out and getting so wet this afternoon. But it is a special occasion. It's 100 years since there was a fountain on this site, so I think it is worth celebrating. If you look at the fountain, you'll see some gold lettering on it. And in that gold lettering is the first line of a poem by Philip Larkin. And I'm now going to ask Mr. Graham Chesters, who has promoted the arts and culture in this city for many, many years, to come and read the poem Water by Philip Larkin now.
Thank you, Carrie. I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to keep a straight face. Water. Water. If I were called in to construct a religion, I should make use of water. Going to church would entail a fording of dry, different clothes. My liturgy would employ images of sousing, a furious, devout drench. And I should raise in the east a glass of water where many angled light would congregate endlessly. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Graham. As you all know, there's hardly a person among us today who hasn't contributed to this fountain. It is your fountain. Every single card that was bought, every tea towel that was bought, every pot that was bought has contributed to the fountain. And just in recent weeks, everybody who smiled and cheered and waved at the workmen on the roundabout has contributed in a great way to the fountain. So thank you all. This is your fountain. You've done it. Big round of applause for yourselves. Our next guest is going to be very familiar to many of you. She is our own Member of Parliament, our neighbour, and most importantly, she's a long-term supporter of the Victoria Fountain. So will you please give a warm welcome to the Right Honourable Dame Diana Johnson.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. I can't think of a more apt poem than we've just had read to us. And so much for the great British summertime. We had such a wonderful day yesterday, but it's wonderful that so many people have turned out today to stand in the rain. And I just wanted to say a little bit about how we've got to this point and just say thank you to a few people. First of all, I think it's worth noting that we do fountains in the Avenues area. We've got quite a few of them. But the one in this Victoria Avenue disappeared in 1920 and nobody's quite sure how that happened. I hope that Humberside Police have still got that noted on their files and are perhaps still investigating it. Just to move forward, local artist Jackie Ward-Lomax knew Philip Larkin's first publisher, Jean Hartley, who had expressed the wish that Philip Larkin should be commemorated with a water feature. And it became Jackie's dream to see a fountain back on Victoria Avenue, and it's been her determination that has inspired where we are today and has kept a number of people going in raising the money for the new fountain. In 2011, Jackie started the Victoria Fountain Group, which became a registered charity in 2016 with 5 trustees: Jackie Ward-Lomax, Hilary Byers, Kate Stockdale, Jackie Gilbert and Ella Suto. And they've had tremendous support at all the events they've organised, and the Residents Association, APRA, donated £4,000, and Steve Brady, who was then the leader of Hull City Council in 2017, donated £10,000 from his Leaders Fund. Now the crowdfunding campaign was launched on the 5th of October 2021, and obviously that was a really difficult time in the middle of COVID, and it was quite hard to get the funding that was needed. But they reached their target on the 26th of February 2022, and that included, I just wanted to tell you this, it included funding from the Avon lady, the local Avon lady, who donated a part of her takings to the crowdfunding. Local councillors have always been incredibly supportive throughout this, and they approved an application for a £7,000 grant from the ward budget. So it's been a combined effort over many years. So here we are now, July 2023, the fountain's in place, ready to be switched on, and it honours Philip Larkin. And as we just heard, the first line of his poem, Water, inscribed around the column. So it's been a long 12-year journey, but nobody gave up. And this community, I know very well, sticks together and sticks with each other and has supported this throughout. So completion of the project is a testament to the determination, particularly of Jackie Ward-Lomax, who's been backed to the hilt by this amazing Avenues community. So I want us all to give a really big round of applause to Jackie for all her determination. And I think it's absolutely right that Jackie is the person who presses the button to start the fountain off. So we're going to have a countdown. So we're going to count down from 10. Jackie, are you all set? Yeah, okay. Right, so we're going to count down. Please join in with me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Give it time.